Hello students, this is Professor Sanjay Gupta, Department of Mechanical Engineering, State Art, Bhopal. Today, I discuss about the body, types of bodies, also some automobile vehicles, how many types of bodies have. In previous lecture, I discussed about the chassis, the major components of chassis like engine, vehicle, wheels, radiators, brakes, fuel tank, steering system, suspension system, transmission system like clutch, propeller shaft, differential, rear axle. I'll also show frame, types of frame. What is body? Body is a superstructure of vehicle. Chassis and body makes the complete vehicle. For a small and light car, body and chassis are made as a single unit, but in large vehicles both are made as a single unit. Generally it is made from metal or fibers. Main purpose of car body is to provide comfort and protection to the passengers and also the good look. There are some types of bodies: truck, Punjab body या straight truck hop body, truck platform body, tractor with articulated trailer, pickup, dumper truck, delivery van, dumper truck, tanker, car, jeep. There are some examples. There are so many types of bodies available in the market. Function of frame: to support chassis component and the body, to withstand the static and dynamic load of different components of chassis, to withstand load of the body, to carry load of passenger or goods carried in the body, to withstand stresses caused due to uneven road condition, to withstand force caused due to turning of vehicle and sudden braking or acceleration. There are mainly two types of frame: conventional frame, integral or unit construction या frameless chassis. Conventional frame, it carry rear overhang, spring brackets, body brackets, front overhang, inspection at front, crash chamber, chassis side members and spring buckets, the wheel base and upswept at rear. It is used in most of the heavy vehicles. These types of frame generally used in the heavy vehicles. Construction of frame varies according to the type of vehicle, generally made from the steel section. This type of frame has two long side members and 5 to 6 cross members, joined together with the help of rivets or bolts. Cross members are used to increase the strength of frame. They are inswept narrow at the front and upswept broad at the rear. The frame is narrowed down at the front, inswept, to have a better steering lock, which provides space for pivoting and swinging of the front wheels. Upswept at the rear provided to give room for the vertical movement of the rear axle as it travels over road bumps and other load inequalities. Body brackets are provided to support the body of the vehicle. Spring brackets are provided for mounting the body of the vehicle. Extension of chassis frame ahead of the front axle known as front overhang, and extension of the chassis beyond the rear axle known as rear overhang. Different sections are used for long and cross members. Generally, channel section and box section are used for long side members and the other section like eye section, head section, tubular section are used for the cross chamber. The second types of frame, the integrated frame chassis or frameless chassis. This frame construction nowadays used in most of the motor cars called as a frameless, a chassisless or mono, a unit construction in which the floor, assembly and frame from one integral unit. Need of the heavy vehicle, heavy side members are eliminated, which is used in conventional frame, and the floor is strengthened by cross members by body, all welded together. In some cases, subframes are used on which various chassis components are mounted. These subframes are supported by main frame. The main purpose of subframe are to provide isolation, flexibility, simplified production. So, in this type of construction, all components like cross member, floor, body are welded or bolted together as one assembly. This type of construction gives more strength and rigidity. That's the types of frame which have mainly two types, conventional and integrated frame chassis. In my next lecture, I discussed about the classification of chassis. So that's all for today lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.